Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back to another Legion premiere, and welcome new recruits. Really appreciate you all taking the time to come check out these premieres. And in front of you today, we have something pretty cool. Been wanting to get this one in for a long time. I know a few people have gotten these and they love them. And I'm just glad that I got one. This is the GTKii GTK32 drop point blade. It's a massive, almost 9-inch blade here, and it's fantastic, man. I'm loving it, and I can't wait to test it out. What is everybody carrying today? Well, I decided I want to go a little bit simpler today, so I have my Brother Knives slip joint here, or it's a lockback actually, in VG10 steel. I think I did a review on this, but beautiful little blade, very inexpensive, nicely done. So maybe I'll just do a dedicated video of this, little test video for this. But let me know what you guys are carrying in the chat or in the comments section. Let's go over the specs of this, and then I'll show you the listing on Amazon, because I think they got a promo code for this. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows in case, everyone is interested. All right. So once again, this is the GTKii GTK32 drop point in DC53 tool steel. Overall length, 14.5 inch. Blade length, 8.5 inch. Blade steel, DC53. Blade hardness, 59 to 61 HRC. Blade thickness, a respectable 6 millimeters. Can't go wrong with that. Blade width, 1.8 inch. Handle length is 6 inches. So if you got big hands, I think this will fit your hand very well. Handle material is that nylon fiberglass. I know some of you don't like it, but this is what it comes with. Now, I've tested out the nylon fiberglass. I've beaten on it. Seems to work okay, Handle thickness, 0.87 inch. Knife weight, 18.5 ounce. Weight with the Kydex is 25.2 ounce. And it does feature full Tang, Kydex sheath, and a tech lock. Now, this does not have a lanyard hole, to my surprise. But I don't think it's a total loss, because I might unscrew this last screw right here and put a lanyard through it. I'm going to see. Okay, good, man. I've got the specs out of the way. Everybody's telling me what they're carrying today. Let's take a look at this blade. Okay, so that is a high saber grind. It's flat, nothing hollow. It's got a nice little chiseled front part over here. It's got a swedge for the penetration. If this was ever a hunting knife, this is a big hunting knife. But it's more survival, I think. Maybe that's what I'll put in the title when I test it out, survival knife. But very, very nice blade. Definitely machined, because you can see the machine marks. All right. However, if you look at the grinds, everything looks pretty nice and even. It does come sharp. We're going to do a paper test. The secondary bevel over here is nice, ground nice and high, the way I like it for DC53 steel. It's got a very generous sharpening choil that will act as your finger choil. Okay, right there. Over here it's got that design, so hopefully, man, that spine seems to be rounded off, but I'm hoping that you could do a little bit of scraping somewhere around here, spark a ferro rod. Maybe this area would be good to spark a ferro rod, but you can see some of the jimping in case you need to do a little bit of this right here. A little ramp, and you can see full Tang goodness, 6 millimeters. And let's take a look at the handle, right? Nylon fiberglass, still for me, I don't know, feels okay. They look blocky, but they have everything rounded off all the way around. So when I do squeeze on the handle, it doesn't feel so bad. So I'm kind of wondering if I was to make a notch of some sort, if this area is going to dig in, but who knows? I got to test it out. So Let me do the reverse grip now. It all feels good, man. It all feels good. See that little bird's beakish area? So this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna get either put the lanyard here or here. Just remove one screw completely. And I'm gonna give it a go. I mean, what is it gonna hurt? It's got plenty of other screws over here. Should be okay. I'll make sure I'll tighten it up before I do some testing. But I like lanyards. I really do. So, but you can see that it's nicely done. For the most part, it is flush all the way around. The fit and finish, I'm going to say, is 98%. For those with big hands, I don't think you've got anything to worry about. I mean, I could fit 7 fingers over here. And the width of that handle feels real good. So if you've got, you know, big hands, you should be able to enjoy this handle. But, and no frill, listen, this is a no frills knife, man. This is nothing fancy. This is a work tool right here. So I think you will be pleased with this if you're looking for something, you know, hard use that you want to work with out in the field. All right, maybe if you work in a ranch, like one of my subscribers, Ray McClama, he works at a ranch and he uses his knives every day, but very, very nice. Very, very nice. So you can see it's not complete blocks. It has that maybe 45-degree angle over here all the way around. No scalloping. I don't think you'd really need it. But I would like to put a lanyard hole here, so I just wanted to show people that if you needed to, you could wrap the lanyard around your wrist and then use this to do some skinning. Yeah, I know it's a pretty big knife, but take a little companion with you. I always recommend a companion knife of some sort, whether it's a pocket fixie or, you know, folder. Now, let's take a look at the sheath. Something that, with this particular knife, I kind of wish they paid a little bit more attention to detail. I'm sure if you've seen some of my videos, you have seen this sheath. Okay, so it is a generic sheath. I think they've used this on multiple other GTKii type knives and machetes. Don't get me wrong, the quality is good. Everything is good. The fit and finish is good on this sheath. Okay, it's got plenty of rivet holes. I'm going to change this tech lock to the other tech lock, the one with the push button. I don't particularly like this one. It came with this, but you could, you know, pop that open, press in the tabs, and it opens up. And you could set it for upright or scout or whatever configuration that you want. This tab is removable or movable depending on your belt size. Okay, and you could see how far away it is from the sheath it is. I don't think this is ambidextrous though, because I don't see any screws over here. In any case, I still think it's a pretty good sheath. You can always buy something third party. I would have liked to have seen, you know, nylon dangler system of some sort on here, but I do have nylon dangler systems and some other knives that I could remove and add to this sheath if I wanted to. So overall quality of the sheath is excellent, but when I put the knife in, okay, there's some back and forth play. There is up and down play, and it feels kind of loose. It does have the thumb ramp to push out, but it doesn't feel like it's really, really secure in there. So let's see. Yeah, see, it comes out with a good thrust. So just be aware of that. I don't know if this is just my particular, my particular knife. Let me zoom out a little bit so I get everything in here. There we go. Still pretty nice. It's still a pretty nice sheath, man. Maybe the heat gun, can tighten things up a little bit. But I think they could have paid just a little bit more attention. However, for the price, I don't really think it's going to matter one way or another. Then you could just customize the sheath your way, you know. But let me just show you the Amazon website for this, because there is, I think, a promo code. I just want to make sure everybody knows, in case you're interested, because why should you pay more than you have to, you know? So just give me a second. I'm going to pull it up on Amazon. Okay. So it is 40 bucks for this. Comes in a black or a green. And a 20% promo code. All right, so I have it checked off. And if you were to put it in the cart, you get 20% off of 40 bucks. So it's $8. That's pretty good, man. And if you have Prime, you get free shipping. You'll have it in 2 days or whatever, if you're interested. All right, but not bad, not bad. I am excited to test this one out. I've been wanting to test this one out before the other stuff that they sent me for a while, but it just wasn't in the United States. It's finally here. I finally get an opportunity to test this sucker out. Box, let me just show you the box real quick. A very generic plain box. They're not sending the box anymore with the helicopters, so just a plain generic, almost like a camouflage sand looking box. Okay, it's got just the GTKii logo on there, made in China. And then if I open up the box, it's got that little cleaning cloth. Now this, just be aware that this blade does come a little dirty from the factory, so you gotta, you know, wipe it off, wipe it down. Let's check out the sharpness of this blade, because I just got this yesterday, so I don't even know. It feels sharp, but yeah, all right. There we go. Probably could use a strop, but that's gonna come sharp like that, which is good news. All right, because I know a lot of people sometimes they don't appreciate their knives not sharp, so I don't blame you. And all right, so I have some wood over here. And again, this is my first time doing this, so yeah, that's good, man. Good stuff. So this nice big blade is going to be performing a bit right out of the box. So now we have to test to see, after we do some chopping and stuff, you know, how the edge is going to hold up. But in my past experiences with GTKii, they hold up pretty well, man. You know, especially the DC53 steel. And there you have it, troops. Let me just make sure it's there nice for everybody. I'm excited to test this out. Now, I did test out a knife yesterday, and man, oh man, it got hot. I got dehydrated, and my legs swole up real big. I think my arteries were working overtime to cool my body off. So just going to take a day off or two to recuperate. You know, I got to watch because I got some health issues. I got to be smart about this, but I'll be back on the ball. I've got a couple other knives I got to test before I test this one. So, you know, do a search on YouTube. Go check out other content creators if they've purchased this and tested it out. Give it a go, you know, until I'm ready to go do this myself. So thanks very much for checking this out. Let me know what you think about this bad boy. It's a big blade, and I think it will serve one well in a hard use environment. You know, again, nothing pretty with this one, nothing special, but it is a tool to be used. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, as always, thank you very much for taking the time to check this out. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment below, and let me bring awareness, everybody. #22 a day, #22 a day no more. There are veterans an active military wants to get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges, and unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So when we're done here, go check out the description section, the comment section. There'll be phone numbers you can call. There'll be websites that you can surf. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, until I can get out there, I'll see you soon. At the ready, hold the line, take care.